Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that lovely little place of Belfair, Washington. Yes, Hickville, USA as I love to call it. So guess what everybody? I get to do something different for a minute because I'm in between paper pumpkins. Mine has not arrived. And it's not a Monday video. It's not a Saturday series video. It's not a Wednesday series video. So this is just because I've had a moment to do something else. So I am going to share with you how to make one of these little 6x6 paper pad holders, either a pad or loose 6x6 DSP, like the one that the lovely Phyllis sent me. And she sent me this lovely Lily Pond Lane DSP. She sent me some and my Aunt Carol. So, you know, my Aunt Carol and I, we share everything. So I'm going to show you how I made one. I've made two. I plan on making quite a bit of these guys. I have a stack of DSP paper here. So let's get started. This won't take too long. So this is the one she sent me. I glued this piece on it because it was extra. This is one of the ones I made using some Stampin' Up! Scrap, well, not scrap, it was a 12 by 12 piece. So I put embossed paper from Phyllis, and this is lovely, lovely, beautifully embossed paper that now, well, that one's not embossed, but the rest are in here. So that's going to go in here. I can organize my little 6x6 paper. And here is another one. I haven't labeled this one, but this has different rainbow. I'll probably put rainbow DSP on this one as well. And I'll show you what I'm using to label them. Now you could label them on the side if you're putting them on a shelf, right? Mine is just a little bit different, and somebody did mention when I showed this in a mail call that they saw it on May Made It. So that may be where Phyllis got her design. I did change it just a little bit, just to suit how I do it, but we're going to go through that now with you. So let me show you. I made a template. Yes, I did. Probably can't see my lines too well, but here we go. So you will need a piece of 12 by 12, and you will need to cut it down to 9 3/4 by 11. On the 9 3/4 inch side, you will score it at 3 1/8 and 3 5/8. Now I'm going to do this twice. We're going to make two of them. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these actually. And then on the 11 inch side, you're going to score it 1 7/8, 2 3/8, 8 5/8, and 9 1/8. Now I'm going to tell you, I did use my old Stampin' Up! Scoreboard, and if you push too hard, you tear your paper. So this now gets to be cut up into scrap DSP because this is, I could tape it, but I'm just going to cut it up. So I'm not scoring on a scoreboard. I'm using my trimmer for this. So, and then I'm right here, probably should use this hot pink. This area here and this here, you cut away. Now, I'm going to also show you, you could fold that in and glue it here. If you wanted to, it might add a little bulk, so I'm not doing that. I am cutting that away, but let's get started. And first piece is going to be this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my cutting tool, and you can decide which one you want for the outside or inside. If you want this on the outside, then score with this, the opposite side. So I've already done one with this print, so let's go ahead and score it this way because this will now be on the outside, and I'm going to go this way for the 9 3/4. So I'm going to cut it to 9. This is a great use of DSP. Maybe that was not your favorite, which I have some that's not my favorite. I want to cut it from this end. I think, yes, I do. 9 3/4 to start, which is right here. I see a bookmark there. That's why I'm cutting that piece. I cut that off beforehand too. Now I'm going to turn it this way and cut at 11, which is just an inch. All right. So now that I have that dark blade on this trimmer, that dark blade is my cutting blade. I do not want that. So on the 9 3/4, I am scoring on the side that's going to be on the inside. Let me show you. Oops, wrong one. I am scoring on the side that's going to be on the inside of mine. So I'm doing it reverse. I'm scoring it on this side because this print here is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to start. This one is at 3 1/8 by 3 5/8. So I'm going to score at 3 1/8, which is right here. That is that light blade. Now, remember, this is DSP, and it doesn't even matter if it's cardstock. I score 3 times, and I don't force it. I just score nice, even, steady pressure. So 1, 2, and 3. Now, go ahead and scooch it on down to 3 5/8, right there. Score 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to take it and we're going to turn it on the 11-inch side. Now on the 11-inch side, we're going to score at 1 7/8, 2 3/8, 8 5/8, and 9 1/8. So hopefully I am still in camera here. So let's start at 1 7/8, which is right here. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're going to scooch down to 2 3/8. So 1, 2 3/8. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to go all the way down to 8 5/8, which is right here. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go to 9 1/8. Bring it on down, scooch it. 1, 2, 3. Why does that not look right? That's not right. What did I do off? 11. Oh, I'm scoring it on the wrong side, guys. So let's try again. It was supposed to be this way. Yeah, that might help if we do it on the right hand side. So 11-inch side, we're scoring at 1 7/8. Yeah, it might help if we do it on the right side. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go to 2 3/8. Did anybody catch that, right? 2 3/8. 1, 2, and 3. It's okay. I have not gone over it. 1, 2, and 3. Now 8 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there. 1, 2, 3, and 9 1/8. Now I'm trying to think, how on earth am I going to tell the difference, right? 1, 2, and 3. I have lines all over the place. I can do this. I can manage this. I can. I know I can. All right. So, next step, right? This is the 9-inch side. I'm going to score up, and away from me. It's just kind of how I like to do things. We're going to score first at that 3 1/8 line, which is right here. I'm going to crease it. Then I'm going to go up to the 3 5/8 line, which is right here. We're just going to pretend I didn't score those others, and we'll do better on the second. Or did I just did the 11. So we're going to pretend we didn't do that one too. This is the 9 3/4 inch side. Up, and away, right? This is at the... Did I not do the right end? Well, we have... Let's start on the 11-inch side. Did I not do... The 11-inch side is right. This one and this one is right. So that's what we did. We did the 11-inch side. Let's keep going with that. Because I think I'm going to have to put it back in and score the right way on the 9. So there and there. I feel like I should stop this video and do it again, but I've got this. I've got it. So there's that. There's that. Now, we are going to go ahead and score. Nope. We're going to just say what? I will fix this one in a minute. We're going to do another one. Let's try this one more time. I have 2 more pieces here. We can do this. We can do this. It happens. And I'm going to show you that it happens to me as well. We're going to keep going. So, 9 3/4. We're just going to be more careful this time around. 9 3/4 by 11. Right here. So, this time we are going to turn it back to the 9-inch side, right? I want this. We're going to score on this side. So we are going to score at 3 1/8 is right here. Oh, it is right on there. It's just me being difficult. 1, 2, and 3, and 3 5/8, which is right here. 1, 2, and 3. Now, we're going to turn it. We're going to score on the 11-inch side at 1 7/8. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to score at 2 3/8, which is right there. 1, 2, and 3. Now go to 8 5/8, which is right there. 1, 2, and 3. Now to 9 1/8, which is right there. 1, 2, and 3. Now we don't have like tons of lines, but we're going to still do a second one. All right, so on this one down here, I am going to score up, and away, and then up, and away, because that's how I like to score. May not be how you like to score, but it is how I like to score. So now we're going to turn this way. We're going to score here, up, and away, and score here. Now I'm going to turn it to this side because there's more on this side. Up, and away from me. Up, and away from me. Now, this is the inside. This is my outside for this one. So when I open this up, let me show you on here. This is the point. I do this whether I'm on camera or not. I mark the area that I'm going to cut out. So I am going to take a pencil and I X here so that when I go to cut it out, I know that that is what I'm cutting out. So also, if you are cutting, the reason why I say that when you score with the side that is on the inside, because when you push into it, you're going to get this little groove. That little groove helps to get your scissors in there. It's like giving yourself a guide for your scissors. So I get my scissors in the guide and I'm cutting. I'm going to cut all the way up to that second X, and I'm going to do the same here. Now this is where you can differ from what I've done. You can take this piece and you could fold that up in there if you wanted to. It may add a little bulk. I recommend you just cut it out. And all I did was cut it out there. And I'm going to repeat that on here. So I'm putting my scissors in the guide that I created when I scored. It helps to keep your cutting line straight. And then I'm just pulling this up and cutting this out. There we go. So now we have this, and now we have this. Now where I differed from Phyllis's original design is hers was cut back here. What I did is I folded mine back, and I'm going to show you that now. So up here, you can fold it all the way over, fold this back. I just took this and I folded it back to the edge. You could cut it, you could do what you wanted. I just folded it back like this, and then I'm going to glue it down. I used wet glue for this. You could use whatever type of glue you wanted. The wet glue for me gives me the wiggle room that I need to use. So I'm just going to glue this down. Okay, I'm going to repeat that on this side. So I'm going to fold this back, and then I'm going to bring that edge all the way over to the side. And then fold it back and give it a little love with the glue. We're going to be using the glue again. So there could be an easier way to glue this together, but this is the way that I found is easiest. All right, so how this is going to work is this piece here is going to come up, wrap around the back, just like that, right? Now this is going to get glue here, and this is going to get glue here. This side, it'll be just a little different in getting the glue in there, but all I did is okay, this is my line, just eyeball it. This is where my glue goes. Go all the way across. You don't want any glue down there, just in this area. You want it on the sides in there and here. Okay, this side's the easiest. You bring it up, bring it over, use your hand, get it all nicely tucked in. Push it down in there. Use your hand. You can get your bone folder if you need to. I just used my hand and made sure that that was, and it's really easy. So that's all nicely glued inside. This one is just a little bit more difficult because you have to get glue in here. So this one, I took this and I added some glue into this, but I kept it on the inside. But to show you all, got to see where to add the glue to, just about right here. I can always add glue to it later. At the top, I can always tuck some glue in there. I don't think it needs to be that high, so you can tuck that in, right? Oh yes, we definitely need to go up a little bit more here. Oh, there's a fly. Tuck that in, and then add your glue to the rest of it. Same thing. Tuck this, wrap it around, put your hand in there, smooth it out. Now, Phyllis had a great idea. Fly, you want to die. Okay, so there it is. It's all done. Phyllis had a great idea. She took the little bit of cardstock and glued it to the back of this DSP little 6x6 paper pad holder. That was great. I don't have that with all the other DSP I have. But if I did, I would be doing that. And the ones that I do have, I will be gluing that to the back. The ones that I don't have, I'm not worried about it. What I did do is I took these labels I got at the dollar store. Right here, right? These. And I cut these at 1/2 inch. So I cut off this bit here, because I don't need that. And I just cut at 1/2 inch strip. And I made my own label. See if I can get it out of here. So there's one. I have like 3 of these around here. Let's do a couple more. You can do them however wide, however big you want them. But that's one way. I do have a label maker. I don't want to go get it out of the box. These were sitting right at my desk. These will do the job. These will do the job. Except that one I kept pulling on and off and on and off and on and off. So this one is those embossed papers that Phyllis gave me. Right? And these will be whatever else I want to put on them. And I will just stick these here. Like so. So let's make another one of these. So put that aside. Let's do one more for good measure. And I really like to do a different piece of DSP. Let's see what I have. Oh, where is that one paper DSP I didn't want to use for my... There we go. Let's use this piece. All right, let's do this. Now, we're going to have the birds on the inside. So I'll be scoring with this face up, because this is going to be on the outside, that cameo coral. This just doesn't do anything for me, that green. All right, so we're going to cut this to 9 3/4 by 11. So this way needs to be, let me take a look there at my template. So this way it needs to be at 11. Doesn't really matter, but the birds will bug me. So 11 this time, then by 9 3/4. My cheat sheet right there. 9 3/4. Now it's already at 9 3/4 because I'm going to score at 9 3/4. So I'm going to open this up, move it back here, and we're going to start scoring at 3 1/4. 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And I bet these birds are going to be upside down, but it's okay. 3 5/8. 3 5/8 is right here. Let's score again. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to lift it up. Yes, see, that's the bottom. So these birds are flying upside down today. They don't know which side is the right side. Okay, maybe they were drinking a little too much last night or something. 1 7/8 is where we're going to start right now. 1 7/8. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to go to 2 3/8, which is right here. 1, 2, and 3. 8 5/8, which is right there. 8 5/8. 1, 2, and 3, and 9 1/4. 1, 2, and 3. Then when I'm done, I'm going to sit here and make some more of these. I'm going to make some more for my Aunt Carol. So I am going to X out what I'm cutting out. That's just for me. I would do it whether I'm on camera or not. So I'm going to fold up, up, and away. Because that's how I like to do this. We're going to go on this side next. School is officially out. It was Hank's very, very last day at the elementary school. Do you see that fly? Now, if I smush this fly, give me a second. I'm going to save him. I'm going to put him outside. Maybe I'll get brownie points for saving a fly. Out you go. And out he goes. Hank would have fed him to Lucy, and Lucy would have ate him, alive or dead. Yes. My daughter's dog likes to eat flies. Gross. Totally grosses me out. All right. Good protein, I suppose. So, because I have my score line, I can guide my scissors straight right here. There. And I got out of the score line. There's that one. So much for being straight, right? Okay, let's get in the score line. Like you can feel it in there because you cannot see anything on this side of the paper at all. So just feel for the groove and let it guide your scissors. Hey, would you guys let me know in the comment section if this interests you? Because if it doesn't, I'd like to know too. I mean, it does me. So I'm going to go up here. Now, you can go like this, pull that back, and I am going to fold this back. Oops, my corner isn't as nice as I would like it to be. I mean, you guys might, some of you might struggle with organization for your 6x6 papers. My Aunt Carol may really, really love this, and I can't wait to call her. I'm going to do a video call with her and say, look what I made. I did it. I did it. Yes, and that's how I talk. I do talk to her just like that. Look what I did, Aunt Carol. And you know what? The best thing is she doesn't mind I get all excited over things like that. And sometimes she gets just excited as I do. And I love that. And I love that she is so close to me now. I just love it. I wish her son Mikey was close too, because he would be, oh, he would be so much fun. He would be a good influence on my grandson. You know, they were looking to move over here too. He would have been a great cousin, another male influence for my grandson. He was just all around good guy, that Mikey was. He just was. He was one of the most politest young men I have ever known. And he had been like that since he was very, very little. Extremely polite. So if by chance you don't like the DSP on the inside like this, you could always come in here and cut a piece off of the scrap piece that you cut off and cover that up. This is not going to bother me. I wouldn't put this on the outside of it because that would bother me, but being on the inside, and see, that's going to wrap up. You're not going to see much of this because you're going to have paper in there. So that is not going to be, and we just need to glue this down. So on the side, I always go with the side first. I'm gonna eyeball my glue line right about here and glue. This whole side needs glue. Whatever glue that you are comfortable using. Guys, I love my liquid glue. I need the wiggle room because I am not so hot with tear tape and tape runners. I think the cost of tape runners is crazy. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like them. I have one. You guys have seen me use it from time to time. It's the only one I have left. I don't have any refills for it. I won't get any refills for it. I don't like using it. They get snagged. They're just, for my purposes, that is solely my purpose of using. I prefer the wet glue. But a lot of people like them, and that's okay. It's just like I said. For me, I like my wet glue. I like my wet glue. So I'm going to tell you, for me, what I normally do is I'm going to just put glue on it in here. I'm going to come down like this and say, okay, here's my line. Here's my line where my glue needs to stop. I can lift it up and start putting glue here. Going up in here. Right? Now I can glue this. All right. We are almost there. You see, I can see that this one needs a little bit more glue. All right. There we have it. Ta-da! And then I have my little labels I cut. I don't want to write on them and put them on until I put, oh, that's the one I already took off. Until I put some DSP in there. And I can put exactly what. But you could put that label on the side. So if you wanted it on a shelf, you could stack them up like so. So those are my 6x6 paper pad holders. So, and this is how I'm going to be using them. And if you want to know how I'm going to be storing them, if you guys know what I put in things, I put things in photo boxes, okay? I look for them when they go on sale at Michael's, Hobby Lobby. I get these photo boxes. Hopefully you guys can see them, right? I am going to store these like so in there. So for me, it's going to be having the names of them like so. I'm going to fill this whole box up with these like so. And this is going to be fabulous. I even have room. I could probably get one or two on the sides here. And I can fill this up and this can sit on my shelves in the back. And this is fabulous. But you know what? Let me show you. Phyllis also sent these to my Aunt Carol. And of course, my Aunt Carol shares with me. I share with my Aunt Carol. These are 5x5. So this will work for 5x5 as well. And that will pop. Oh, let's label this one. This will be for this because that color kind of goes with this one. So what should I call these? 5x5 papers from Phyllis. All right. So what was I writing with? A black pen. Is this one of my, yes. So I'll put 5x5 papers, and then from Phyllis. And then just put my little label here. And one side comes off and the other doesn't. Just got to figure out which side does the sticker removal. There it is. So there it is. That is going in my box. That just got knocked over. But once they're all filled up, they won't be get knocked over. So that's how they are getting stored for my purposes. It is up to you what you do with yours, of course. But this is what I'm going to sit here and do today. Something for me to help me organize my belongings. And I'm going to make some for my Aunt Carol as well. So I hope you guys like this. And thanks for watching. And I hope to see you all again here soon in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.